I request all of you be please seated. Good morning all. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, other dignitaries, and all of you to the inaugural function of the Smart Lab funded by mighty Government of India. Every morning brings us new thoughts, new words, new strength, and endless possibilities. Let's start our function with a prayer to the Almighty.
Gamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Light is the symbol of truth. May I request all the dignitaries on the dais to step forward for lighting up the lamp. I request our distinguished guests to take their seats, please. Now, I request our director, Dr. Pratap Kumar Sir, to deliver the welcome speech.
Good morning, everyone. Today marks an exciting milestone for Nielit as we take another step in the world of innovation and accessibility for electronics designers. We have assembled here for the inauguration of Smart Lab or Virtual Prototyping Lab funded by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, as part of the Chips to Startup program. The Virtual Prototyping Lab is a game changer in the world of prototyping as it enables students, startups, and researchers to access the tools they need to design, simulate, and test physical prototypes from anywhere in the world without the need for physical presence. From IC chip design to design of embedded systems, it makes prototyping accessible to anyone, anywhere, and at any time. Coming to my duty, first, let me extend a warm welcome to the Chief Guest of the Day, Sri Alkesh Kumar Sharma, IAS, Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and IT, Government of India. Sir, we are grateful for your leadership and vision in driving innovation and the digital transformation in India. Your contributions have been instrumental in shaping the growth of IT industry and the development of cutting-edge technologies in our country. We are truly honored to have you with us today and look forward to hearing your thoughts and insights. Hearty welcome to you, sir. Next, we are privileged to have with us Dr. Madan Mohan Tripathi, Director General, National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology, who is a prime source of leadership and motivation for all of us at Nielit. Warm welcome to you, sir. Let me now welcome Srimati Sunita Verma, Scientist G and Group Coordinator of R&D in Electronics, MeitY, Government of India. Your contributions to the electronics industry are well known. Sunita Madam has been instrumental in leading the Chips to Startup C2S program, which has funded this 4 crore Smart Lab project with a mandate to skill 1 lakh people in electronics and semiconductor domain in next 5 years. Hearty welcome, ma'am. Next, let me welcome the District Collector of Kozhikode, Dr. Narasimha Gari TL Reddy IAS, who has kindly consented to grace this occasion amidst his extremely busy schedule. Warm welcome, sir.
Thank
Very welcome. Next, let me welcome Rajiv Kumar Chowdhury IAS 2018 batch DDC Malappuram to the function. Hearty welcome to you, sir. Let me also welcome Dr. M.P. Pillai, our beloved former executive director who has superannuated 2-3 days back. Pillai sir has had played a pivotal role in bringing up the Smart Lab in this institute. Hearty welcome, sir. And last but not the least, I welcome all the dignitaries of the dais, people from the media, and each one of you to the program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's now time to get a glimpse of our newly developed Skilled Manpower Advanced Research and Training Lab. The Smart Lab is funded with a budget outlay of 4 crores by the Ministry of Electronics and IT, Government of India, as part of the Chip to Startup program. The Smart Remote Virtual Prototyping Lab, a unique facility, first of its kind in India, will be available 24/7, and the students, researchers, startup industries can access the facility anytime, anywhere. I request the attention of all to a short video presentation on Smart Lab. all for your attention. Now, let me take this opportunity to invite our District Collector, Dr. Narasimhagari T.L. Reddy, IAS, to address the gathering. He took charge as District Collector of Calicut in 2021. Before joining as Kozhikode District Collector, he served at Kottayam as Assistant Collector and Idukki as Sub-Collector. He also served as the Civil Supplies Director and as the Cooperative Societies Registrar. His anti-drug program, Pudulaherike Oru Vote, implemented in campuses and higher secondary schools of Kozhikode, got national level attention, and it was acknowledged by Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan of Government of India. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Respected Chief Guest, Shri Alkesh Kumar Sharma, IAS, Secretary Meiti, DG Nielit, Dr. Madan Mohan Tripathi, Group Coordinator Meiti, Mrs. Sunita Varmaji, and Director Nielit, Dr. Pratap, DDC Malappuram, Rajiv ji, and dear students and faculty of Nielit, and media personnel who are here today. I'm very happy to be here on my first visit to Nielit, and I thank Secretary Sir for personally calling me 2 days before so that we also have an opportunity to meet for the first time. And also I got an opportunity to visit Nielit, which is a great institution helping the country take giant steps in the electronic revolution, which is a continuous process. And electronic revolution, I believe, we are in the middle of it. Like industrial revolution was there in the 19th century and up to even in the 20th century. Now I believe it's the electronic revolution. When importance of electronics, I don't think I need to stress, but as an example, I would like to say, I was reading newspapers. A few months ago, I noticed an item. We consider cars normally as a mechanical device. I saw that the news report read like this, that the deliveries of vehicles have been held up because of shortage of chips. So then I thought, okay, so electronics can in fact affect not just mobiles or laptops. They have a huge role to play in various industries. Now they have integrated into everything, and they are the I would say it's like the brain of the human being. So we need to catch up with the other countries in the world, and for that we need R&D, we need skilled manpower, we need institutions like Nielit to take up the challenging task of innovation and transfer to industry, partnership with industries, everything, so that we can make the country great nation. I wish Nielit every success in this Smart Lab program. I hope they do more smart labs, inaugurate more smart labs in the country, and I wish that the Smart Lab program will help the institution in training lakhs of students in the microprocessor and the electronics items training programs. I hope and wish all the students here the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, let me take this opportunity to introduce Srimati Sunita Verma, Scientist G and Group Coordinator at MIT, to address the gathering. Srimati Sunita Verma joined Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology in 1990. As Senior Director MIT, she is playing a crucial role in evolving R&D base in various areas of electronics, including microelectronics, nanoelectronics, and system design. She has also been involved in implementation of many projects of national importance like NAVIC receiver, setting up of nano fabrication facilities, indigenous development of MRI, ultrasound, and high-energy LINAC machine, etc. Her recent contribution in promotion of fabless industry has resulted in formulation of national policy in electronics 2019. This effort has resulted in the announcement of 2 new umbrella programs, Chips to Startup program, implemented by 100 academic institutions, and design linked incentives for nurturing 100 startups and MSMEs. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. First of all, thank you to Nielit Calicut for inviting me in the God's own country. So it's beautiful, and as beautiful it is close to the nature. So I feel the technology also can help us bring us close to the nature with the artificial intelligence, with machine learning, with the technologies which help us in the ease of living. With this, despite the various challenges that we have faced due to COVID, just giving you a brief background of how we envisage this smart lab. During the COVID time, we had started the microprocessor challenge, where we have our own homegrown or indigenous processors, Vega by CDAC Trivandrum, and Shakti by IIT Madras under our Digital India RS5 program. And we had thrown open this Swadeshi microprocessor challenge to the students and startups to develop applications around this. And unfortunately, when we, or I can say it was an opportunity, when we started this, the COVID came, and we were just not prepared to take anything virtually. We were prepared for nurturing, mentoring the students to come and handhold them for developing some applications around the processors. With everything in the lockdown, and to actually mentor the students was seen as a challenge, which I think Nielit Calicut really took up with the IIT Madras and CDAC. And they started this facility of remote access to the FPGA boards with Vega and Shakti processors, IPs ported on it, and development and mentoring all the students, training them on how to use the boards, and using the boards, how to develop applications with Vega and Shakti. And with this started the Smart Lab, or why can't we, and when we saw the response, it was tremendous. We had thought that we will only train 100 students. But then the response was so good that during the process, the challenge duration, we had trained already 1,000 students. I mean, Nielit had trained, Calicut had trained 1,000 students with Mr. Pillai and Jairaj in the forefront of this program. And that is how we thought that we should take it up under the Chip to Startup program, which is for training of the students. 100 academic institutions will be supported along with some startups for development of chips, or giving them end-to-end, right from ideation up to fabrication experience to the students and the faculty for the VLSI design. And this is very apt. This virtual lab, or the smart lab, will be apt for the students who are either part of the Chip to Startup program, or even if they are not part, any engineering student can register and start using this lab under a login, I believe. So I think this is a great opportunity for the students of the electronics who can actually get a feel of the of electronic design. The FPGA boards are very costly. So, and also this is the optimal utilization of resources. So one FPGA board, or the boards which are, some of them specially developed for various applications by Nielit, these can be used for multiple number of students, and the target is to train around 1 lakh students in 5 years. I think this is something which we need to proliferate more, as DG sir was saying, that maybe we can replicate more and more such virtual labs when we have when we see the success. So I am very happy to note that Nielit has done an excellent job in this, and training the students. The response will be very good under not only Chip to Startup but also all the students, and they will not only be getting the training, but also the credits also will be recognized by the universities or the institutions which they will be in which they are studying. So my all the good wishes, and for this virtual lab to be a success. The smart lab should also bring more and more students, and I think we will be overachieving the target of more than 1 lakh in the coming years. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's a privilege to have Dr. Madan Mohan Tripathi, Director General, Nielit, with us. Dr. Madan Mohan Tripathi started his career as research scientist with Institute for Plasma Research, Gandhinagar in 1994, and worked for 5 years on many R&D projects. In the year 1999, he joined Center for Electronics Design and Technology of India, Gorakhpur, and worked for 10 years on various design and development projects in the area of information, electronics, and communication technology. From 2009 to 2012, he was Joint Director at Nielit headquarters, where he worked on various projects such as digitization of and biometric capture of usual resident of India, development of manpower in IECT skills, ICT-based skill testing, and certification. From 2012, he served as professor at Delhi Technological University, New Delhi. In DTU, he worked as director, Internal Quality Assurance Cell, and coordinator of Intellectual Property Rights Cell. Dr. Madan Mohan Tripathi joined back Nielit as Director General in the year 2022. I invite you, sir, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Honorable Secretary, Sri Alkesh Kumar Sarmaji, and also Chairman of the Management Board of Nielit. Mrs. Sunita Burma, Scientist G and Group Coordinator, MITI. Dr. Narasimhagiri T.L. Reddy, IAS, District Collector, Kozhikode. Sri Raju Kumar Chaudhary, DDC, Malappuram District. Dr. Pratap, Director, Calicut. Dr. M.P. Pillai, the former Executive Director of Nielit Calicut. It's a great opportunity for me as a DG Nielit to speak about our work of a center who has done a very excellent job in terms of skilling in the electronics field. As we all know that Nielit is the premier body of the Ministry of Electronics and IT in the skilling in the area of IT and electronics. And District Collector has given a very nice example about a car. And let me tell you, the cars are the future because of two things. One is the electrical vehicles which are coming up, and second thing, the car will not be less than a data center tomorrow. So it's a moving data center, and also it's a moving source of energy. And we all know that these electrical vehicles are going to supply the power back to the grid in future. And similarly, they will be also used as a data center in future, the kind of size of the data they are going to handle. So EVs are going to be cars are going to be one of the most important devices of the future in connected grid. And similarly, there are many technological advances which are going to happen. And to support this, we have to create a lot of skilled manpower. Whole world is looking after skilled manpower, and G20 also, Secretary Sir has made this digital skilling one of the prime objectives. So digital skilling is an important area. I would focus on two important things what we are planning to support the digital skilling. Yesterday I was discussing with Sunita Madam that In chip designing is an area where India need a lot of startups. And creating new startups is limited by the use of licensed softwares. So time has come. The way we have done the IT, all the open source based developments, the time has come to do the chip designing open source based. We are working on some prototype, but with support of MIT, we can bring up a bigger version of it, where Nielit can have a portal where the complete chip designing processes can be taught in a virtual mode based on complete open source tool, because nowadays every open source tool is available. IBM is doing such kind of training, but Nielit can have our own program. We have almost completed a workflow, which is the most important thing. Because what happens when they give you the license, even educational license, they don't give you workflow, and that limits the actual product design, and that is a challenge to the startups also. In most of the industry also, they are not using license tools. 60% tools are the customized, all the in-house development tools in industries also. They are also trying to reduce the cost of products, so they don't want to use the license tool. So, and any startup, if you're designing something and taping out a chip based on a license tool, that cost becomes so high that it won't be competitive. So Nielit is working on launching a tech platform for especially focused on chip designing, where we can integrate SCL also with it. So the students who design their chips that can be fabricated by SCL at least 180 nanometer. So that is one initiative, sir, we are working on, and we have submitted the proposal to MIT also on that. The second good thing, that to support such kind of skilling initiative of the country, Nielit is also becoming a deemed university, and that is very much required because other academic institutions, IIT and IIT, and they are there, but they are basically doing academic programs. Being a university in the specialized ministry, our aim to make a different type university which is in between industry and other academic institutions, bridging the gap. So in this university, the curriculum will be completely developed by industry, and we have signed many MOUs with Microsoft, IBM, Wipro, ARM we are going to sign, and then maybe Intel, so that the curriculum is developed by industry and delivered by Nielit faculty, then supported by some analytics, AI-based analytics also, so that the curriculum is very much dynamic. It is not static, based on the analysis of the students, feedback, market, industry. So a very new kind of pedagogy we are bringing, which will be, I think, first in the country with this university. So these two initiatives are going to be very, very much important in the country, and hopefully Nielit Calicut will be one of the university campus, and 9 more campuses in the country. And since we are very good in skilling programs, with all our programs in SQF aligned, and then when formal programs also come into our bucket, we'll have a multiple entry exit system between the formal programs and the non-formal programs. So a student can learn, go to industry, work, apply the knowledge, come back, do some more learning, and can go back to the industry and again apply the knowledge. So such kind of beautiful academic system also we are going to bring in the country with this university, which will be possible because our system is not very rigid. Other systems are very rigid, so it's the most flexible academic system we'll bring with this university. So hopefully we are going to contribute a lot in the digital skilling, because a lot of skilled manpower is required to support the industry, and especially in MSME sector. When I am discussing with MSME sector, I am finding the actual requirement lies there. Big industries, finally, they able to attract the talent from IITs, but how to support? So we see a role for Nielit to support the MSME industry, basically. So we are also working with the MSME ministry, maybe you'll sign an MOU with them also, that we provide a talent supply continuous to the MSME sector for their development. So these are few initiatives that Nielit is right now working to support the digital skilling in the country, sir. So with that, I again congratulate the team of Nielit Calicut Center for doing a fabulous job, and especially to Dr. M.P. Pillai. And I'll request to give a big clap to Dr. Pillai. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce Shri Rajiv Kumar Chowdhury, IAS. Rajiv sir is the District Development Commissioner of Malappuram District. Before joining as DDC Malappuram, Rajiv sir also served as Sub-Collector of Kottayam and later as District Development Commissioner at Kottayam as well. Over to you, sir.
Respected chief guest of the program. Okay, sir. Bhavan Beta Mukhatiti Nitai Paripade Alkes sir. Jila Collector Koricode Tej sir. Bhavan Beta DZ Nielit Dr. Tripathi ji. Madam Sunita. Director Pratap ji, one beta Dr. Pillai ji, ಈ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳೇ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Okay. So now can I speak in English? So first of all I would also like to express my happiness, satisfaction, as well as gratitude for two reasons. One, of course, to be here and to participate in this knowledge enriching and wonderful program. It's a good exposure for me, obviously. Secondly, thanks to sir also for giving me this opportunity, to be with him, getting some kind of experiences and some kind of tips and required things that are necessary for a youngster and youngster like me who is starting the career, because it's like very grateful that when sir joined the cadre, at that time I was not even born. So in that context, it's good to hear the experiences of the person who have done some remarkable works in their career professionally as well as personally also. So thanks for that also, sir, and thanks to Nielit also. പിന്നെ രണ്ടാമത്തെ point, I would also like to obviously congratulate the entire team of Nielit Calicut campus, team from Delhi also, who have supported directly or indirectly, who is involved in this process actively or passively for your work. And at the same time, third point, let me also wish all the very best for the future also. I just hope that whatever activities, whatever projects, whatever schemes that we are going to take or that we are going to invest in future, we become successful with flying colors. So, Oracle Kodi Allavarkum Namaskaram and Bhavil Tane Hedamai Asam Sagar. Nanni Namaskaram.
Thank you, sir. Now, let me introduce the chief guest of the day, Sri Alkesh Kumar Sharma, IAS, Secretary, Mighty, Government of India. He is an Indian Administrative Service Officer of 1990 batch from Kerala cadre. In Kerala, Sri Sharma worked as Managing Director of KTDC, KSIDC, KMML, Malabar Cement Limited, and KSCDC. He served as Secretary, Industries and Investment Promotion in Government of Kerala. His other notable contribution to the state include being Managing Director of Kochi Metro Railway Limited and Additional Chief Secretary, Special Projects, Infrastructure and Industries. Sharma sir worked as Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director of the National Industrial Corridor Development Corporation Limited. As Joint Secretary, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, he handled matters relating to national highways planning and monitoring of national highways projects. He was also chairman of the Indian Highways Management Company Limited and implemented the fast-track system of toll collection. Ms. Sharma received the Best CEO Award twice from the Kerala State, India, the President's Medal for the Best District Census Officer, and the Best Performance Award from Kerala State. He has also been awarded the Global CEO of the Year award in 2018 by CSR Global Foundation. He is an honorary fellow at the Center for Excellence in the Project Management, New Delhi. Over to you, sir.
District Collector Dr. Tej, I can call him Tej, Rajiv, DDC Malappuram, DG Dr. Madan Mohan Tripathi, Sunita ji, Dr. Pratap, Dr. Pillai, distinguished friends, Madhyama Suhratgale, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a matter of great honor and happiness for me to be here this morning, because this is something quite important for India today, to take India to the next level of skill development. And I would like to congratulate the team Nielit in Calicut, led by Dr. Pillai before, and now Dr. Pratap will take it forward to set up this system, which is one of its kind in the world. It's one of its kind in the world. So that is something amazing. And when I was asked to come to Calicut for this function, so I could not say no. You know, Delhi is a difficult place. You can't come out, because by the time I'm here, I will be having hundreds of files lying in my e-office. So I have to do that work. So you may be in Calicut, but then you still have to do your office work. You can't come back. That is your job, and you have to do it anyway. So this is, you know, when India is moving to the next level of digital transformation, a lot of things that need to be done. Now, if we look it from the point of view of a common man in India today, the digital system has become a part of our life. The digital device, I don't know whether you have anyone sitting in this room who does not have a mobile phone. Anyone who doesn't have a mobile phone here? And probably the outside also, there will be no one without a mobile phone. So that shows the power of mobile phone. There was a time when we used to write small notebooks. You know, when I was in college, we used to do something. You know, it used to be a personal diary. And we will keep it confidentially, you know, that nobody should see it. And if somebody by mistake touches it, you will get angry. Today, you do a post on your WhatsApp, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, and if people don't see it, then you feel sad. How come? There are no likes. So that is, the world is transforming, and we all have to live with it. Now, when we have to live with it, when India started its journey on digital transformation, we had two options. Either we lead in digital, or we just fall apart, because there are no two ways. Either the system, the developed economies will push you back if you don't move on to digital, or you have to leapfrog. And then we decided that we must leapfrog. If you see the latest report of the International Settlement Commission, and they said, India, when it comes to digital transformation, we have done 50 years job in 7 years. Now that is amazing, and that is coming from an independent international organization. That whatever should have been done in 50 years, we have done it in 7 years. You look at our digital public platforms, you look at our UPI system, you look at our Aadhaar system of unique identity, you look at our COVID vaccination program, you look at our DigiLocker, Umang, Arogya Setu, you talk about anything, and we have done and we have shown to the world that we can do. Now this has some critical elements. Now when we do anything of this kind, we need, if I can just count them, that you need 4 elements. One is that you have to have a connectivity. So connectivity in terms of fiber connectivity, in terms of Wi-Fi, in terms of mobile towers, in terms of broadband connectivity, all that has to come in. And we took this massive step with the Bharat Net program that we will be connecting every panchayat and every village of this nation and complete this job that the last habitation, even if it is on the China border or Pakistan border or Afghanistan border, we will connect them in next less than 300 days. Now, everybody has to be connected. And that is the first objective with which we worked. We have already connected almost 80% of our panchayats, villages have been connected. So that is the first thing which we need to do. Because if there is a digital divide, it will only keep widening. So first thing we did was that we must bridge the digital divide. Everybody has to be connected. Everybody has to be digitally connected. Second one, we looked at that if we have to deliver citizen services, whether it is ration card or ration delivery, food delivery during COVID, or we have to do payment system, or we have to make the payment of our utilities, power bill, water bill, electricity bill, anything, gas bill, it has to have a system. So second thing we need that everybody who has to do this thing, a citizen will do it only when he has a device. He has to have a mobile phone. Now mobile phone has to be affordable to all levels. So now we have already done, India is the now second largest mobile manufacturer in the world, second largest. And 7 years ago, we were importing mobile phones. Large number of mobile were being imported. Now we are the second largest manufacturer and we are exporting mobile phones to different parts of the world. Now that is the second thing we have done. So everybody has access to device. Now you all have devices. Even if you go to a shop or even the man sitting outside, the pettikada, they also have a mobile phone. I don't think there is anyone without a mobile phone. And third one is, not only they have done mobile phone, the cost of data. Now, if the cost of data would have been as expensive as it was 10 years ago, when 1 GB was costing almost 250 rupees, today it costs you 23 paisa. Now the cost has come down, so everybody can easily, now people talk about, I'll download it. I mean, this word, if you go to the smallest village where people may not speak English, but then you ask them in mother tongue, कि इसका ये फोटो आपने लिया है मेरे साथ, what is, എന്താണ് നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്? അല്ല ഞാൻ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്തോളാം. See, this download business. So people have learned the language of computer, ki I'll download it. And downloading cost is cheap. Had it been expensive, they would not have downloaded. So the cost of data is the third element where we have strongly worked on, and we ensure that data is among the cheapest in the world. And the fourth one is a digital mindset. The digital first. Every citizen should look at digital, that it is my friend. So we started with the basic digital literacy. In Malappuram we started digital literacy first. I think media will know that. When we completed our literacy campaign in India, the other parts of India was still doing literacy campaigns. We thought we have done, when I was Malappuram collector, we started digital literacy. Akshaya came later, digital literacy, and then it became Akshaya. So in digital literacy, we started pilot project because a lot of people living in Malappuram, they have their relations in Gulf. So they wanted to, either send them a mail or do some chat and all. So by that time, basic these facilities had come. So we started giving them basic training on how to respond to a mail, yes, no, or do a bit of chat, on the sidelines. So all that started. So digital literacy started. So digital literacy, India government picked it up. And we started with something called foundation literacy there, that at least one person in a family living anywhere in any part of India should be trained on digital component. He should be able to download things on his mobile phone. He should be able to make payments on his mobile phone. He should be able to transact his bank accounts on mobile phone. He should be able to pay his, kist, whatever installment he has to pay. All that he should be able to do. So the PM's Disha, it has actually trained 60 million people in last five years. So 60 million people were given on the basic training. Now our CSC, I was talking to DG, the common citizen centers, we have 5.5 lakhs common citizen centers. So every panchayat and village have a common citizen center, service center. In that common service center, anybody can go, learn computer, and also do all his, whatever activity he wants to do. He can do commercial transaction, he can avail of government service benefits, he can download his certificates, he can upload his applications on passport, or whatever he wants to do. So this digital first commitment also had come. So there, we start from foundation level training, that's one part. But then if you have to leapfrog and be among the best in the world, be the global leader, we have to also have deep tech skills. the skills in higher level of technology. And that is where Nielit and the IITs come into picture. The other institution of national importance, the institutions of excellence, they all have to be part of this culture, right from foundation to the top level of training. We must create the best PhD talent. We must develop the best masters. We have to have the best BTech grade engineers, so that they should be able to not only learn deep tech in India, they should be able to go anywhere in the world. They should be, as they call it, future-ready workforce. And that is what we are now doing through our programs on Future Skills Prime. Nielit is also doing that. PMG Disha on this thing. The Chips to Startup, where 85,000 BTech, MTech, and PhD students will be trained, so that they are able to compete with the best in the world, whether it is semiconductor, chip design, chip manufacturing, any kind of engineering, artificial intelligence, IoT. They will be some of those who will be driving India's skill. And that is the most important thing. We need to create a pool of 60 million highly skilled people in India, so that we not only they make for India, whether it is in research, development, technology, startups, semiconductor chips, automation, anything you talk about, they are the ones who are going to do it for India, and they will be the people who will be our ambassadors in all parts of the world. They will be going to different parts of the world and tell them that India is a talent nation. Our objective is in next 5 years, India should become a talent nation. And that is where the whole, the initiative which is being taken here and in other parts of the world and India, different institutions of India, 100 IITs and NITs and other institutions of excellence will be doing this Chips to Startup program, design-linked incentive system where startups are being promoted. You know that there was a time when people talked about a startup, India was nowhere. Today, we are the third largest startup ecosystem in the world with 87,000 startups. And every month, we are producing 2 to 3 unicorns. India is the fastest growing startup. In artificial intelligence, I don't know how many of us, I did not know much about AI until I joined MIT. But artificial intelligence, I mean, we thought, oh, we don't know what is artificial intelligence. India is again the third largest AI ecosystem in the world, and again the fastest growing ecosystem. Our young students, they are the brain. Most creative people, we are finding it not in Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta, and Hyderabad. They are all sitting in Calicut, Kannur, Thrissur, Malappuram. Second, tier 2 and tier 3 cities. They are producing the best brains. You young students, you are the future. The best creativity in startup is coming from these towns. So use your creativity, be ambassador of India's journey of skill development, and become successful unicorns in next 5 to 10 years. I would like to see each one of you to become a good startup, good unicorn, and employ thousands of people in your startup. I think that is the future and that is the culture. India has to become a talent leader. India has to become a global leader. And this is one of the major initiatives which we have taken in Calicut. So once again, I would like to congratulate the whole team here in Calicut and the team Nielit under Dr. Tripathi, and would like to wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the enlightening speech. Now, may I request the dignitaries on the dais to accept the humble tokens of love and appreciation. Now, I request DG Nielit to hand over the memento to Honorable Secretary Sri Akhilesh Kumar Sharma. I now request Srimati Sheila V.S. to hand over the memento to Srimati Sunita Verma. I now request Martin Sir to hand over the memento to District Collector, Kozhikode. I now request Pratap Kumar sir to hand over the memento to Madan Mohan sir. Now, I request Sri K.S. Lal Mohan to hand over the special memento to Sri Rajiv Kumar Chowdhury, IAS, TDC Malappuram. Now, I invite Honorable Secretary Alkesh Kumar sir to inaugurate the lab. Head, Smart Technology and Education Division, Nielit, Calicut, to propose the vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Alkesh Kumar Sharma, IAS Secretary MIT, Director General of Nielit, Dr. Madan Mohan Tripathi, Srimati Sunita Verma, Scientist G and Group Coordinator, R&D in the Electronics of MIT, Kozhikode District Collector, Dr. Narasimha Gwari, TL Reddy IAS, Dr. Pratap Kumar S, as well as Sri Rajiv Kumar Chowdhury, DDC of Malappuram, and all other distinguished guests, my dear colleagues, and the media people. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. First of all, my deep gratitude to the Almighty God who has made this event materialize. I, on behalf of Nielit Calicut, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to the honorable delegates who blessed us with their presence and took out valuable time from their busy schedule. On behalf of Nielit Calicut, let me thank our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Alkesh Kumar Sharma, IAS Secretary MIT, who has accepted our invitation to inaugurate the skilled manpower, advanced training and research facility as part of the CTS program of MIT. As on today, the facility will be opened for conduction of advanced skilling program in VLSI, embedded systems and IoT. Thank you very much, sir. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for our Director General, Dr. Madan Mohan Tripathi, who has extended his support throughout the design and development phase of the Smart Lab. His dynamic leadership and academic experience is bound to take Nielit to new heights. Thank you very much, sir. Also, I would like to extend a special thanks to Madam Sunita Verma, Group Coordinator and R&D in Electronics, MAITI, for accepting our proposal to set up Smart Lab and awarding this facility as part of Chips to Startup program of MAITI. Without ma'am's active participation and constant encouragement, this initiative would not have taken place. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your kind support and guidance throughout the design and development phase of this facility. Now, we are grateful to Dr. Narasimha Guwari, TL Reddy IAS, District Collector Kozhikode, who has accepted our invitation and blessed us with his presence. I thank Dr. Pradap Kumar as Director Nielit Calicut for extending his support for a successful conduction of this program. Also, we have a new guest, Dr. Rajiv Kumar Chowdhury sir, DDC of Malappuram. I would like to extend my deep gratitude and thanks for sir to attend this program. Now, the things will not be complete until and unless I remember one person. So, I wish to express my deep gratitude to Executive Director, Dr. M.P. Pillai. I don't know, suddenly I became emotional. Because this Smart Lab facility, even though we planned at the beginning, we didn't have any, what shape it will take. So there was a lot of, ifs and buts here and there. So even a lot of design changes, etc. has happened in the lab. But every time we are going with any request for purchasing new items, our Dr. Pillai was always helpful and he supported very much. And that's why, I don't know, I became very happy that he is here today, even though we wanted to complete this inauguration by 28th. Now, I also would like to take a special moment to thank the person who was behind the Smart Lab, one Mr. Lohitakshan, who was instrumental in getting the double-decker table, Smart Lab table fabricated for us. There was a lot of changes happening, but he was very patient and ready as well as enthusiasm to accept any modifications that we have given him. So we have to remember him very much. Then finally, I can say that no program can become successful with a single person. I extend my big thanks to all the members of the Smart Technology Education Division. I think now you understood what is how the smart name came. That is the Smart Technology Education Division. Then the network team, then the purchase, then the civil and electrical, as well as all the employees of Nielit Calicut for their support. Once again, my sincere thanks on behalf of Nielit Calicut to our beloved Secretary MAITI, DG Nielit, Group Coordinator MAITI, Director Nielit Calicut, DDC Malappuram, District Collector Kozhikode, and all distinguished guests and participants of this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin sir, for the vote of thanks. Before we mark the closure of the program, I request our DG Nielit, Madan Mohan sir, to hand over a small token of appreciation to former Executive Director Pillai sir. Sir, please. Pillai sir, a few words, please.
No, only one thing I don't know whether I deserve all these prizes. Anyway, one word I would say, I want to thank MIT for timely support. In fact, everything changed. We were good in skilling and execution. The whole scenario of research capabilities exposed because of Madam's support. I still remember we went to her to include us in the SMDP 3. In fact, I have been trying to get SMDP involvement of Nielit. We were not encouraged. That time also, I still remember Madam was a little bit hesitant whether to include Nielit there or not as a PA. The last list was there, and finally Secretary agreed to involve one society. They put CDAC. Then slightly they were reluctant whether these people can do it or not. CDAC 50 and Nielit, one society. The earlier phases of SMDB, none of the societies were involved. Somehow we got it, and finally when the order came, I was also surprised Nielit is one of the participant institutes. We took that opportunity as a challenge. So that gave us a lot of networking. Our confidence also increased. We were among the IITs. Only IITs were in the list, Nielit Calicut. That made the change. So our people were proud. It's all because of people's work. I have not done anything great. So we could make it, and I hope to have certification, SMD 3. And we were the first to make the ASIC also, I want to declare. No one mentioned here. First ASIC. Before even IITs, we made the ASIC. That too for a defense strategic application. And the NPOL is ready to make some application out of that ASIC. First ASIC. So that based on that, again we got next project. One more project also I wanted to know, ICDU. That also from the microelectronics division. Madam, we are not only Nielit Calicut, there are a few more Nielit which are capable of doing such things. And I want some more institute to be included as a participant institute. I have some more requests. In the semiconductor ecosystem, we are good in design and other thing. One area we are not at catch, that is ATMP. It's called assembly, testing, marking and packaging. Still we lag. We need huge manpower in this area. Nielit has got inherent capabilities in this. Originally it was set up to bridge the skill gap as a CDT. So still we have that capability to impart training in these areas. Also we have plenty of space available. Very good talent people, energetic people are here. With the MIT support, we wanted to establish a unique facility for assembly, testing, marking and packaging in this area. So that we can definitely do it. And one more request I'm keeping. We are given only 1 Mbps, 1 Gbps connectivity in NKN. That is not sufficient to when you train 1 lakh people. We require, on behalf of them, I am asking, 2 Gbps connectivity can be given. It would be really helpful. With this, I once again thank you all. And with all your support only, we could make it. And definitely, we will be one of the best institutions in the ecosystem of semiconductor in the country. Already we have got a small place. We'll make a major role in this. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Pillai sir, for your kind words. This makes the end of today's function. This event has truly become cherishable for all of us. All this would have not been possible without the support of all of you present here. Thank you all for attending this morning and making this event extra special. I would like to thank all our distinguished guests for giving their valuable time to us. I request the audience to remain seated till our dignitaries leave the dais.